Welcome back to News 3 Today. It was a chance discovery that turned into a new documentary. 3 years ago, a local filmmaker stumbled upon a piece of Georgia history he'd never heard before. Yesterday, it made its television debut on PBS's Real South. Award-winning visual effects supervisor and documentary filmmaker, that is, Patrick Longstreth, joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for all of the research that you have done on this topic, because when I got your email, I had never heard of this incident. And we're talking about one of the worst industrial disasters in the United States to take place in Woodbine, Georgia.
That's right, in 1971, yeah. And it was primarily black women who were manufacturing trip flares for the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And so this company, Thiokol, which is an international chemical corporation, took this government contract down there, and it was actually a very exciting thing for the people down there, because these were good jobs for them at the time, at a time when most of the people down there only had opportunities in domestic work or agriculture, and now here was a good manufacturing job. And it was a really good boost to the economy and the community for several years before this tragedy happened.
And let's back up a little bit, because you got the idea for this story by reading an article in The Current. Tell us how that all happened.
Yeah, so The Current is a great investigative news outlet here in coastal Georgia. And Laura Corley wrote a fantastic piece about the 50th commemoration ceremony and everything that happened leading up to that. So I was just fascinated by it, and I thought somebody should make a film about this. I wasn't quite sure if I was the right one to do it, but I continued to look into it, and my wife and I took a trip down to Woodbine and checked out the Thiokol Memorial Project, which is founded by Janie Everett. She's one of the daughters of one of the survivors of the Thiokol explosion. So we were there for 3 hours. We saw all of her amazing research and archival materials and artifacts, and so then we approached her not long after to see if she would be willing to work with us on a documentary. And so without her, this wouldn't exist, and so she helped us get interviews set up and really dive into this story and interview as many people as we could, some of whom are in their 90s, you know, at this point.
So you mentioned this happened happened half a century ago. 29 people killed. Why is it that we have never heard this story?
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, there were 29 people who died, and dozens more injured, possibly over 100 injured pretty badly, and some of them didn't report their injuries, so it's hard to measure. And there was an ongoing court case for 17 years, and with the U.S. government and Thiokol. So it's a very fascinating story from a lot of different angles. And I think that one of the reasons it got lost was because the people in Woodbine themselves just wanted to move on. You know, it was painful to talk about, and even to tell their children about it was painful. So it wasn't that it was necessarily covered up. It was just people wanted to move on. But now enough time has passed, and these people are willing to tell their stories and wanting to tell their stories, and so it's a good time to revisit it now. And
we get a chance to see that story through your documentary, which airs now on PBS. It's streaming now, premiered yesterday nationwide, and in Atlanta tomorrow. Tell us what's happening.
That's right. So we're doing a screening at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library tomorrow, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So if any of your viewers are going to be in Atlanta, they're welcome to stop by. It's free and open to the public. And we'll be doing a Q&A with Georgia Public Broadcasting as well afterward. So yeah, it really is an inspiring story as well, just to see how thousands of people came together to help out on that day.
Wow. Have to check it out. Thank you so much for joining us today. I wish we had more time, because I know there's so much more that you could say. I appreciate your time, though.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be back with a final check of your forecast.